This video is a spiritual inventory on demonic bondage. So it's 110 things that could have opened you up to spiritual torment and oppression. Possession is very rare. Possession, spiritual possession, usually happens to people that have deeply, engaged in occult practices and opened up doors in the spiritual realm willingly and knowingly, and have really, opened themselves up to sort of great bondage. So it might just be torment. It might just be a thwarted life, a life that is defeated, and you're not prospering. You're not doing well, either physically or emotionally or mentally. And so, one of those areas of your life, or maybe all of them, are just really, really crippled in some ways, so that you don't feel you ever really succeed. So we'll keep it short and simple because there's quite a lot to get through. So if you would get a pen and a piece of paper or a journal, and I'm going to read out these 110 things that open you up to demonic oppression. And you just write down the demons that are involved if these categories apply to you. So this is a spiritual inventory. Put my glasses on because I'm going to use this book that I talked about in my last video. It lists the 110 openings that might mean you need some sort of deliverance. And it's in very small writing, so I'm going to put my glasses on. So number 1, you were conceived in adultery or fornication. This can open up the door to the spirit of lust. Number 2, your parents contemplated abortion, and this can open up the door for the spirits of rejection, death, and fear. If I'm going too fast, you can just pause the video and you can go back when you watch this, and then you can write things down. You were given up, number 3, you were given up for adoption. This can open up the doors for the spirits of rejection, abandonment, and fear of abandonment. Number 4, you were abandoned by one or more of your parents. This can open up the door to spirits of abandonment or fear of abandonment. Number 5, you were an orphan. This can open up the doors for the spirits of rejection and abandonment. So you can see there's big categories being gone through here. You were abused as a child. This can open up the door for spirits of rejection, fear, and hurt. Number 7, you were raped or molested. This can open up the door for spirits of lust, shame, and hurt. Your mother, number 8, your mother had a difficult pregnancy. This can open up the door to spirits of fear that enter through trauma. That was certainly my case. Number 9, your mother had a long and a hard labor. This can open up the door to the spirits of fear that enter through trauma. Number 10, you almost died during the first few years of your life. This can open up doors to the spirits of death and premature death. Number 11, you had imaginary playmates. This can open up the door to spirits of rejection and loneliness. Number 12, you have been chronically ill all your life. This can open up the doors to the spirits of infirmity and death. Number 13, you have suffered from handicaps from childhood. This can open up the door for spirits of rejection, shame, and fear. Number 14, you're exposed to pornography early in life. This can open up the doors to the spirit of lust and perversion. Number 15, you saw something traumatic such as murder or a fatal accident. This can open up the door to the spirits of fear and death. Number 16, you grew up in a war zone. This can open you up to the spirits of fear and death. Number 17, you have been ridiculed all your life. This can open up the door to the spirits of rejection, fear of rejection, and self-rejection. Number 18, you ran away from home early in life. This can open the door to the spirits of rejection and rebellion. Number 19, you have been chronically depressed. This can open up the door to the spirits of depression, rejection, sadness, and loneliness. Number 20, you have been diagnosed as manic depressive or schizophrenic. This can open the doors up to rejection, rebellion, and a root of bitterness. Number 21, you have had learning disabilities. This can open the door to the spirits of rejection and fear. Number 22, you have been incarcerated. This can open the door to the spirits of rejection, shame, and depression. Number 23, your parent or parents were alcoholics. This can open up the door to the spirits of rejection and shame and alcoholism. 24, hang on, turn the page over. Number 24, your parents went through a divorce or separation. This can open the door to the spirits of rejection and shame. 25, your parents argued and fought in the home. This can open up the door to the spirits of confusion and fear. 26, you are angry or bitter with your parents, brothers or sisters. This can open up the door to the spirits of anger and bitterness and the spirits of murder if you've murdered them with your words. Number 27, you were exposed to drugs at an early age. This can open up the doors to the spirit of rebellion and witchcraft. Witchcraft is pharmacopoeia, and pharmacopoeia is where the word drugs comes from. 28, you are homosexual or lesbian or were introduced to these lifestyles. This can open the door to the spirits of lust and perversion. Number 29, you have a history of sexual perversion. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of lust and perversion. Number 30, you have been accident prone all your life. This is a sign of a curse. Number 31, you have a history of poverty in you or your family's life. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of poverty and the spirit of shame. Number 32, you have engaged in a lifestyle of cheating or thieving, stealing. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of lying and the spirit of deceit. 33, you are or have been a chronic gambler or spendthrift. This can be a manifestation of spirits of lust and addiction. 34, you are addicted to alcohol, drugs, nicotine, or food. This is a manifestation of the spirits of addiction and the spirit of gluttony and the spirit of whoredoms. Number 35, you are afraid of being alone. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of fear. Number 36, you are afraid of leaving the house. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of fear. Number 37, you are extremely uncomfortable around people. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of rejection and the spirit of fear. Number 38, you are intensely jealous of others. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of jealousy and schizophrenia and the spirit of murder. Number 39, you hate certain groups of people, i.e. Jews, blacks, whites, Hispanics, etc. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of hatred and the spirit of bigotry. Number 40, you were ever involved with the occult. This can open the door to the spirits of witchcraft and to the spirits of the occult. Number 41, you have a history of Freemasonry in your family. This can open up the door to the spirits of witchcraft and the occult. Number 42, you have attended a seance. This can open up the door to the spirits of witchcraft, sorcery, divination, and the occult. Number 43, you are attracted to or have gone to readers, advisors, or psychics. This opens the door to the spirits of divination and witchcraft. Number 44, you were involved in martial arts. This can open the door up to the spirits of mind control, witchcraft, to the occult, and to the spirit of the country that martial art is connected with. Number 45, you were involved with yoga and transcendental meditation. This can open the door to the spirits of mind control, to the spirits of the occult, to the Kundalini spirit, to the spirit of astral traveling. Number 46, you were involved in false religions. This can open the door up to the spirit of religion, to the spirit of confusion, the spirit of deception. Number 47, you were involved in an abortion. This can open up the door to the spirits of murder and the spirit of guilt. So this would apply to the mother and the father, if the father was participating in that. 48, you have gone through a divorce, a separation, or a bad relationship. This can open the door to the spirits of hurt, control, and rejection, and to soul ties. 49, you have been controlled by your parents or any other person or group of people. This can open the door up to the spirits of mind control, fear, and the spirit of control. Number 50, you have chronic headaches or mental confusion. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of mind control and confusion. Number 51, you have a difficult time reading the Bible or praying. This can be a manifestation of Leviathan, the spirit of pride. Also, addiction to watching films and movies and dramas. Number 52, you have a difficult time attending church. This can be a manifestation of the spirit, the principality spirit of pride, Leviathan. Number 53, you have a difficult time worshipping or praising God. This can be a manifestation of Leviathan, the spirit of pride. Number 54, you hate being touched by people. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of fear, of giving and receiving love. Number 55, you are afraid of trusting people or getting close to people. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection and the spirits of distrust. Number 56, you are a chronic liar. This is a manifestation of the spirits of lying and spirits of deception. Number 57, you are a chronic daydreamer. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection and of fantasy. Number 58, you are tormented by nightmares and bad dreams. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of fear and torment. Number 59, you have a problem with masturbation. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of lust, the spirit of masturbation, the spirit of perversion. Number 60, you dress provocatively or seductively. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of lust or whoredoms or harlotry. Number 61, you wear too much jewelry or makeup. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of rejection and self-rejection. Number 62, you have been tattooed or have multiple piercings, body piercings. This can be a manifestations of the spirit of rejection and rebellion. Number 63, you gossip, you slander, you murmur constantly. This can be a manifestation of spirits of jealousy and rebellion and spirits of witchcraft. Murmuring is a witchcraft spirit. Number 64, you have attempted suicide or thought of killing yourself. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection, self-rejection, suicide, and of rebellion and the spirit of death. Number 65, you desire constant attention. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of rejection, a spirit of narcissism. Number 66, you constantly backslide and leave the church. This can be a manifestation of double-mindedness or schizophrenia. 67, you go from church to church. This can be a manifestation of double-mindedness or schizophrenia. Schizophrenia means split mind, it means double-mindedness, but it is a spectrum. So double-mindedness is the mild form, schizophrenia and mental illness is the extreme form. 68, you have problems letting go of the past. This can be a manifestation of unforgiveness, of bitterness, and of brooding. 69, you are paranoid and think people are out to get you. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of fear, distrust, and paranoia. Number 70, you are or have been a member of a legalistic church. This can open doors to spirits of religion, mind control, and witchcraft. Number 71, you had a controlling pastor and came from a controlling church or denomination. This opens up the spirits of witchcraft, religion, and control. Also, Jezebel's spirit is a control spirit that is often found within churches and is part of the witchcraft family as well. 72, you are still grieving of the death of a loved one, although it has been years. This can open a door to a spirit of grief and sorrow. Number 73, you constantly hear voices. This can be a manifestation of schizophrenia and paranoia and witchcraft and a familiar spirit. 74, you have a difficult time keeping a job, finding a job, paying your bills. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of poverty, and it can also be a manifestation of the vagabond spirit, which is often tied into being born out of wedlock. 75, you are always taken advantage of, abused, or misused by other people. This can open doors to spirits of rejection and abuse. 76, you have had miscarriages or you are barren. This can open the door to spirits of infirmity and barrenness. 77, you are asthmatic or have sinus problems or epilepsy. This can open the door to the spirit of infirmity. 78, you have psychic ability. You can read people's minds and you know things that are not from the Lord. This can be a manifestation of psychic spirits and familiar spirits and occult spirits. 79, you were dedicated to the devil at an early age. This can open the doors to spirits of witchcraft and death. 80, you have been rebellious and disobedient all of your life. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection and rebellion and or schizophrenia or double-mindedness. 81, you blame other people for all your problems. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of accusation. 82, you can't rest or you have insomnia. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of insomnia, the spirit of restlessness, a spirit of torment. Number 83, you are a perfectionist and you become angry when things are not perfect. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of rejection, perfectionism, pride, double-mindedness, schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. 84, you are lazy, slothful, and sloppy and unorganized. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection and double-mindedness. 85, you hate bathing or keeping yourself clean. This can be a manifestation of an unclean spirit. 86, you are addicted to exercise and dieting. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection and self-rejection. 87, you are overly concerned about your appearance, and this can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection, vanity, and self-rejection. 88, you feel ugly and unattractive. This can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection and self-rejection. 89, you are a workaholic and work yourself to exhaustion. This can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection and double-mindedness. 90, you are over-religious. This can be a manifestation of religious spirits, of legalism, of pharisaical spirits. 91, you have a hard time believing God loves you. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of rejection, self-rejection, doubt, and unbelief. 92, you are afraid of losing your salvation and going to hell. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of doubt, fear, religious spirits, and legalistic spirits. 93, you are preoccupied with death and dying. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of death and the spirit of fear. 94, You are a vagabond and a wanderer. This can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection, spirits of poverty, and spirits of illegitimacy being born out of wedlock. 95, you have a hard time submitting to authority. This can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection and rebellion. 96, you are unapproachable and hostile towards people. This can be a manifestation of spirits of anger, hatred, rejection, and rebellion. 97, you are attracted to guns and weapons or keep them in your possession. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of rejection, rebellion, and double-mindedness, schizophrenia. 98, you are afraid of demons, deliverance, and subject of deliverance. This can be a manifestation of the spirit of fear. So you would deal with that spirit of fear first before you even start to self-deliver. 99, you fall asleep in services and cannot pay attention. This can be a manifestation of Leviathan and spirit of pride, or a slumbering spirit which seeks to stop you moving in the spirit, or a spirit of slothfulness, which is spiritual laziness. Number 100, you have a preoccupation with religious symbols, clothing, icons, and statues, idols, etc. This can be a manifestation of religious spirits. Look at the religions that these idols are, and then deal with the religions of those countries, like Hinduism and Buddhism, all of those sort of things. 101, you have a preoccupation with horror movies and the macabre. This can be a manifestation of spirits of rejection, rebellion, double-mindedness, schizophrenia, and death spirits. 102, you have an inordinate affection for animals and pets. Inordinate means not normal, above and beyond what is normal. You have an inordinate affection for animals and pets. This can be a manifestation of double-mindedness. 103, you desire to drink blood and sacrifice animals. This can be a manifestation of spirits of witchcraft, occult, rebellion, Satanism. 104, if you have ever murdered someone or had the desire to kill someone, this can be a manifestation of the spirit of murder and the spirit of death. 105, you have ever made a pledge or an oath to a false god, Satan, the occult, religious organization, or even gangs. This can be a manifestation of spirits of the occult. And idolatry. 106, you have blasphemous thoughts constantly entering your mind, cursing God, etc. This can be manifestations of blasphemy and an unclean spirit. 107, you are afraid of the police and authority figures. This can be a manifestation of the spirits of fear and fear of authority. 108, you are a loner and don't have any friends. This can be a manifestation of rejection, of loneliness, of isolation, self-isolation, withdrawal. These are all demons. Number 109, you have a desire to be naked and to expose your body. This can be a sign of demonization, a spirit of exhibitionism. 110, you hate children and babies. This can be a manifestation of spirits of hatred and rejection. That's it. That's the 110. So if you go through this list with a piece of paper, if you go back and listen to them, you write down the names of the demons, you'll find that the same ones keep coming up: rejection, fear, unbelief, whatever. And then you'll know that there's stronger demons that are operating in your life, and you can start to deal with each of these categories. And if you check out my 8 categories of sin, you'll find that the causes of the open door in each of those categories where you came into agreement with Satan, and then you just renounce that, you repent, you renounce, you revoke, and you make your will come back into agreement with Father God, and then these demons just have no more legal rights to be in your life, and then you can just cast them out without any struggle and without any battle.